Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and yes, this is another What's in the Mail, and my lord, I was just so happy when I opened this package. I've been purchasing quite a bit of stuff from the US recently, more recently I would say very rare items. And out of all of this stuff, I mean, there are several quite rare items here. We're seeing a bunch of muscle mags here, a bunch of Arnold mags, courses and books. This Steve Reeves vinyl record, which I have to admit, one of my clients had, and I just had to try and find it, and I found a beautiful copy of it. Can't wait to listen to that on vinyl. But have a look at this. I mean, this Vince's Gym top is an original, and I'm going to show you how I know that it's an original. And I think it's one of now my most prized possessions, because I know that a lot of people try and find the Vince's Gym tank top, but finding original pieces like this is quite rare. So this is, I would say, much rarer than the Vince's Gym tank top, which of course I still desire to have. And I'll show you why I know it's quite rare. Because they were originally made in the USA. And you can see quite clearly here that it says made in the USA. It's all cotton. Absolutely beautiful feel. I'm going to see if I can speak to NSP Nutrition about bringing this design back. I mean, I think everyone would love one of these. What do you guys think? I mean, that's bloody beautiful. That is a piece of history right there. Used to belong and be hanging in Vince's gym many years ago. It's just bloody brilliant. Now, for those Steve Reeves fans, this is actually a vinyl record of, I believe, some parts of the movie. See? Narration by Conrad Nagel. So it's original soundtrack, as you can see, but narrated with the Hercules story. That's just bloody fantastic, isn't it? So, can't wait to actually... Hey, there it is. Starring Steve Reeves Hercules. Fantastic. I want to actually listen to that. And yeah, going to be awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful find. Moving on now. Bunch of muscle mags, of course. But actually, before I get into the muscle mags, I want to go through some of these rare booklets. Here is one. Actually, just grab the lot and put them here. Sorry, Arnold. Got Earl Lederman's Muscular Development, the 23rd edition. That's how popular Lederman was. I've actually had a quick flick through it, and there's some fantastic images of Bronze Era bodybuilders that I'll have to now do more research on, because some of the ones in there are absolutely beautifully developed, and of course talking 1920s pre-steroid era. Fantastic. So worth purchasing that one. Here we've got Powerlifting Manual Training Information for the Powerlifter by Dennis B. Weiss. Quite rare. We've got some very rare Strength and Health magazine from Hoffman. This is July 1935. So this physique, of course, was well before testosterone. Of course, very achievable. Here we have another great rare find for me. Pat Casey, king of powerlifters. Finally, I can actually go through his amazing routines. This is so rare. Gonna love this series. You can see he's got, bloody hell, count them, 5 plates minimum per side. man was a beast. And that's the kind of booklets I found. I'll bring up these other ones now. I've got another copy. This is my second copy now of the training programs of Louis Abel. This seems to have been a gift from the person that sent these to me, as well as this. But this is the Strongman Cable course. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about chest expanders. And to be honest, I've been starting to do quite a lot of research on it, as you can see. This is a whole thick book on chest expanders, so there's quite a lot of information here to go through about strongman training, chest expander work that I know so many people want to talk about. So yeah, there's also, as you can see, acrobatics, judo, boxing, God knows what. So it's all by a man called Joe Bonamo, who was a strongman at the time from the 30s and 40s, around then. So yeah, really interesting booklet there. Here we have Hard Gainer issue, number 88, with Arthur Harris on the front. Beautiful cover, beautiful physique. Looks like a bronze statue, doesn't he? Amazing physiques back in the 40s and 50s. And of course, this is a book that I've been really wanting to get for a while. The Mighty Atom, The Life and Times of Joseph L. Greenstein, Biography of a Superhuman. Now, for those that don't know who that is and might think, oh yeah, average physique, you have no idea what you're talking about. This guy could hold vehicles or planes, if I'm not mistaken, with his hair. I mean, the man is one of the most incredible, powerful human specimens that the earth has possessed. 1 in a trillion, really. I mean, this guy was truly amazing. This book can go for up to $1,000 or more, and I found it for a bargain price, I admit. An absolute steal, more like it. This is going to be one fantastic read for me. Truly a historic book that I have been wanting to get my hands on. And more importantly, it's a hardcover edition. That's even harder to find. So, yeah, absolutely stoked to own that book. Okay, now I'm going to go through some of these old school muscle mags. So let's start with Arnold, of course. His Muscle and Fitness special on Arnold. We've got a great flex cover here of Arnold. Can't wait to see that one. Rare, of course, rare magazines here of Arnold Schwarzenegger with rare images. Awesome. Another flex. Here's another flex from Arnold. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the thickness of that. It's an Arnold special. So, free giant poster of Arnold. Awesome. Here we've got another. Here, muscle mag actually. On Last Action Hero. Arnold. Predator! Man, I love this cover. I hope that this actually contains Arnold's actual program for Predator. That would be bloody awesome. Continuing, we've got Arnold and the beautiful Rachel McLeish. I remember they did a video together. Be awesome to have more information from this magazine within. Here's the Conan special that actually contains, a lot of people ask me, where did you get your information on Conan the Barbarian and how Arnold trained for it? Well, it's from these kinds of magazines. This is not the only magazine, but it does talk in great detail about Arnold's training in Spain, actually. Here's another great cover of Predator. Awesome cover of Arnold. Here's another great cover of Arnold. And yet another Muscle and Fitness. Beautiful. Wonderful mags here of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who of course trained at Vince's gym, one of the greatest gyms of all time. Okay, finally, getting onto these muscular development mags. Not sure who this guy is, but here we go. Richard Baldwin. Not sure why this was. Oh yeah, of course, I needed this one. Richard Baldwin, great. That's Michael Quinn from memory. Not sure who this guy is. John Schleicher. Sounds German, actually. Don Asmus. Ausmus. Not sure how to say that. It's from the 80s, as you can see. Rich Beretta, Junior Mr. America. Ray Boone. Again, not sure who these guys are. Luis Freitas. Now I remember him from the 80s as well. Bill Norberg. Looks European. Haha, Arnold on Twins. Awesome. That was a funny movie. Here we have Laurie Fetrick. Never heard of her. Female bodybuilder. Love the hair. Rufus Howard, 1982 Mr. America. Phil Hill, much has been talked about him over the years. Of course, Jeff King, 83 Mr. America. Will Willis. Okay. Victor Terra. Steve Bonsted. I mean, never heard of these guys. I'm assuming many of these are from the AAU, Mr. America. That's why you don't hear about them. Ronnie Schweiher. Bob Ciccirillo. Of course, everybody knows who he is. Junior national champion. And still promoter to this day. Mike Antorino. Mr. America of 1985. I mean, this is what I mean. Many of these guys are just Mr. Americas. Here we have, of course, Samir Banut with Maria Concetia Serio. Okay. Mr. and Miss World. Nice cover. Al Kirsch. Again. Don't know. Chris Duffy. Don't know who this guy is either. Wow, she looks really 80s, right? Kathy Paleo. Nice, very nice. Here we have Casey Kucharik. There's a lot of mags here, guys. A lot of mags. JJ Marsh, have heard of him. Laura Creval. Larry Bernstein. Let me put these aside now. There's just way too many. Gary Leonard. That's Joe Bucci from memory. And again, Joe Bucci. He was rather famous in the late 80s, early 90s. Jim DeMello, never heard of this guy, sorry. Glenn Knurr, he was in America, if I'm not mistaken. Kelly Riley. Joe Miko, heard of him. Jeff King again. That looks, oh no, it looked like almost Bob Paris with a mullet. Francois Moose. Okay, sounds almost Swiss. Audrey Harris. Tim and Tina Belknap. Heard of them, of course. These are upside down. Fortunately, that's Andreas Carling. I'll just switch these around. Here we have Roger Estep, powerlifting champion. Billy Allen. Oh man, check out the mo on this guy. Man, Mike Mensa, eat your heart out. He's a Jesse Gautreau. Heard of him. Michael Antorino. Dave Rogers. We've got Tarzan. Miles O'Keefe and Bo Derek. Oh well, who doesn't know Bo Derek? She was an absolute stunner in the late 70s and early 80s. Caesar Giuliani. That's just a trophy. Boyd Hall. Here we have Bill Smith. Of course, Ed Cowick. Everybody knows him. Phil Rode. Steve Timrick. Joe Miko again. Scott Wilson, of course. And I'll be wanting this one for a while. That's Serge Nubret in a German magazine that I've been hunting for quite a while now. And The Natural Bodybuilder, Volume 1, Number 1. From 1980, the premiere issue. Fantastic. There you go. So that's the stash from the States. What a stash. I mean, damn. Awesome mags. Awesome books. Booklets. Can't wait to hear that. I'm going to get myself a vintage record player to actually play that. And of course, that deserves to be framed. And I will be speaking to NSP Nutrition and vincesgym.com to bring this back that belongs on everyone's gym gear stash. I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful t-shirt from Vince's Gym. If you have enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't to the Golden Era Bookworm, and leave me your comments. Thanks for watching. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. As a natural bodybuilder, it is imperative to know your own testosterone levels, as they are a reflection of the anabolic environment created by your diet and training. I would highly recommend using the male hormone test kit from Let's Get Checked, and make sure you use my code GOLDEN30 for a 30% discount. Again, the advantage of checking yourself regularly is that you will know how well your body is anabolically primed to put on the much desired muscle you are working for. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles, but how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises, and believe me, it's a brilliant, brilliant program. Many people have used it. I know personally a lot of bodybuilders that have actually used it and made fantastic results with it. And of course, the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these 3 books, as I call it, the Classic Physique Bundle, Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Now, the Pro Series of Bodybuilding, which was targeted for professional bodybuilders, contains 6 programs, each of which go for 2 months each. So it's a whole year, again, in preparation for competition. Online training is now available, including my new program, Novice to Classic, a program geared towards beginners and novices looking at developing a classic physique, as well as Classic Cut, geared at those who wish to lose weight and gain muscle fast. Details available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Need a bodybuilding poster for your gym or office? Then check out Iron Man Magazine archive.smugmug.com for the highest quality posters on the planet. Scroll through the galleries of all the legends, including greats such as Arnold, Frank Zane, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Tom Platz, and Larry Scott, and much, much more, and select your poster now. To support your favorite YouTube channel, please visit teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm for merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, face masks, phone cases, and much, much more. Once again, at teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm. Become a patron at www.patreon.com/goldenerabookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding.